Welcome to our channel, where we delve deep into timeless wisdom for personal growth, self-mastery, and inner peace. Today we're diving into a crucial lesson inspired by the philosophy of Marcus Aurelius and Stoicism, the art of silence. Silence is often misunderstood as passivity or weakness, but in reality, it's one of the most powerful tools we have. In life, there are moments where words can escalate conflicts, invite unnecessary drama, or drain our energy. Conversely, silence, when used wisely, can protect our peace, preserve our dignity, and even inspire respect. Stay tuned as we uncover 9 situations where silence is not just golden, it's transformative. And as always, if this content resonates with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into Stoicism and personal development. 1. When being criticized unfairly. Marcus Aurelius once said, "If anyone can prove and show to me that I think and act in error, I will gladly change it." This reflects the Stoic mindset of openness to constructive criticism. But what about unfair criticism? Comments meant to hurt, belittle, or provoke you. Here, silence becomes your most powerful ally. Imagine being in a meeting where someone unfairly questions your competence in front of others. The natural impulse might be to defend yourself passionately or lash out, but silence allows you to pause, assess, and retain your composure. By staying silent, you refuse to dignify baseless accusations, demonstrating that your sense of self-worth isn't tethered to others' opinions. Reflect and ask yourself, is there even a grain of truth in this criticism? If there is, use it as a stepping stone for improvement. If not, treat it as background noise. Picture a mighty oak tree. It doesn't tremble when the wind blows. In the same way, your silence shows you are rooted in self-awareness and principles. This approach disarms critics. When they don't get the reaction they crave, their words lose power. Over time, this practice fosters inner strength and clarity. You'll find yourself responding to life's challenges, not reacting to them. 2. Stoic silence in the middle of boasts. We've all encountered someone boasting excessively about their achievements, wealth, or status. Maybe it's a colleague constantly highlighting their successes, or a friend who always dominates conversations with tales of their grandeur. A Stoic recognizes that responding with envy, disbelief, or disdain only adds fuel to their vanity. Marcus Aurelius reminds us to focus on inner virtues rather than external noise. Silence in these moments is a testament to your inner confidence. Picture this. You're at a gathering, and someone begins boasting about their lavish vacation or expensive purchase. While others chime in with admiration or skepticism, you remain quiet. Your silence says, "I'm secure in who I am. I don't need to compare or compete." This practice doesn't just protect your peace, it shifts the dynamic. Often, boasters thrive on validation. When it's absent, they may begin to question the need for such outward displays. Over time, your calm detachment can even inspire others to move away from superficial measures of worth. A personal example: a friend once boasted incessantly about their high-paying job and luxurious lifestyle. Instead of feeling inadequate or challenging them, I chose silence. Over time, they confided in me about their struggles, revealing how much of their boasting masked insecurity. My silence didn't just protect my peace, it fostered understanding and connection. By choosing silence, you reinforce your commitment to humility, self-growth, and authenticity. In a world obsessed with outward appearances, your silence is a powerful declaration. You value depth over display, substance over show. 3. When dealing with anger. Anger, when unchecked, can act like a storm, overwhelming reason and leading to words or actions that we often regret. Marcus Aurelius's timeless advice, "How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it," reminds us that the aftermath of anger can inflict deeper wounds than the initial spark. Think about the times when anger led to impulsive outbursts that strained relationships or caused irreversible damage. These moments underline the value of practicing silence as a tool for self-mastery. Imagine a heated argument with a close friend or family member. In the heat of the moment, sharp words can fly, but when the dust settles, those words may linger, eroding trust and connection. Instead of reacting impulsively, choosing silence creates a pause, a moment to breathe, step back, and assess the situation. Ask yourself, is this anger truly justified? Will expressing it in this way serve any positive purpose? Reflecting on these questions can help redirect your energy toward actions that align with your values. Consider a story of a colleague who, after being unjustly criticized in a meeting, chose not to lash out, but remained silent. Instead of reacting, they calmly addressed the issue later in private, after their emotions had cooled. This approach preserved their professionalism and fostered mutual respect, turning a potentially damaging confrontation into an opportunity for growth. Silence in such instances doesn't suppress anger, but transforms it into a tool for resolution and clarity. By practicing silence, you protect your dignity and avoid escalating conflicts. It's not about denying anger, but channeling it constructively. Over time, this practice cultivates a reputation for emotional resilience and thoughtful responses, empowering you to navigate life's inevitable provocations with grace and strength. 4. Silence amidst unfounded rumors. Rumors often thrive on drama and attention, gaining momentum as more people react to them. Choosing silence in the face of baseless gossip is an act of wisdom and confidence. Marcus Aurelius's teachings about focusing on what is within your control highlight a critical truth. While you cannot control what others say, you can control how you respond. Picture this scenario. Someone spreads an unfounded rumor about your personal life. Your instinct may be to immediately defend yourself, to set the record straight, but responding might inadvertently validate the gossip, giving it more credibility than it deserves. Instead, maintaining silence allows the storm to pass without your involvement, leaving others to question the validity of the rumor. Take, for instance, the story of a public figure accused of something they didn't do. Instead of engaging in a public battle of words, they continued to live authentically, letting their actions and integrity speak for themselves. Over time, as their consistent behavior contradicted the rumor, the truth became evident and their reputation remained intact. Silence in these situations demonstrates your inner strength. It signals that you value your energy too much to waste it on trivialities and that you trust in the enduring power of truth. People who witness your calmness are often impressed by it, recognizing the quiet confidence that accompanies self-assurance. In the end, the truth has a way of surfacing, just as clarity emerges when muddy water is left undisturbed. By choosing silence, you don't just protect your peace. You set an example of how to rise above pettiness and focus on what truly matters in life. 5. How to deal with loss. Loss is one of life's inevitable challenges, and Marcus Aurelius reminds us to see it as part of the natural order. He writes, "Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight." This perspective invites us to view loss not as an ending but as a transformation. While grieving is a natural response, finding a sanctuary in silence can provide profound support during such a difficult time. In silence, you can process your emotions without distraction, finding clarity and solace. Silence doesn't mean suppressing your grief. Instead, it allows you to honor your feelings and the memory of what you've lost. Think of a time when you've sat quietly with your thoughts, allowing tears to flow freely. That moment of stillness isn't weakness, it's an acknowledgement of your humanity. For instance, imagine someone losing a beloved mentor. Their guidance shaped your path, and now their absence feels like a void. In the silence of reflection, you might recall lessons they taught, moments of wisdom shared, or challenges overcome together. These memories transform your grief into gratitude, helping you carry forward their legacy. Loss also teaches us impermanence, gratitude, and resilience. The fleeting nature of life reminds us to cherish what we have while it lasts. Consider the story of a person who, after losing a close friend, started expressing their appreciation more openly to others, understanding that no connection should be taken for granted. By choosing silence, you respect the depth of your experience and create room for healing. It's within this quietude that personal growth takes root, offering a deeper understanding of yourself, the world, and the impermanence of all things. 6. Navigating ignorance with Stoic grace. Encountering ignorance, whether it's expressed as hostility, arrogance, or misinformation, can be deeply frustrating. However, Marcus Aurelius reminds us, whenever someone has done wrong by you, immediately consider what notion of good or evil they had in doing it. This Stoic principle encourages us to recognize that people act according to their understanding, no matter how flawed it may be. Choosing silence in the face of ignorance is not a retreat, but a deliberate act of grace and patience. For example, think of a heated argument where someone stubbornly clings to their perspective despite evidence to the contrary. Engaging further might escalate the situation, leaving both parties frustrated. Instead, a calm silence can act as a mirror, reflecting their behavior without adding fuel to the fire. Consider a story of a worker dealing with a disrespectful colleague. Rather than lashing out, they remained composed, allowing their calm demeanor to highlight the other person's unreasonableness. Over time, this quiet resilience inspired the colleague to reflect on their behavior, eventually leading to an apology. Silence creates space for reflection and understanding, both for yourself and potentially for the other person. By maintaining your composure, you not only protect your peace, but also demonstrate the power of restraint. Sometimes, your quiet composure speaks volumes, subtly encouraging others to reassess their beliefs or attitudes without confrontation. 7. How to deal with rumors. Rumors, like wildfires, spread when fueled by attention. Beyond the initial silence, dealing with rumors requires consistent restraint and a focus on your virtues. Marcus Aurelius advises us to remain grounded in our principles, writing, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Refusing to engage with rumors shifts the power dynamic. Imagine a situation where someone spreads false gossip about your intentions or character. Responding defensively might only lend credibility to the rumor, giving it more attention than it deserves. Instead, staying silent and continuing to act with integrity shows that you trust your character to speak for itself. A well-known example is how public figures or leaders navigate baseless allegations. Those who choose not to engage often rely on their track record and consistent actions to debunk the false narratives. Over time, as their virtues become evident, the rumors fade into irrelevance, overshadowed by the truth of their character. Silence here is not passive, but deeply strategic. It demonstrates that you value truth over noise. By consistently living a virtuous life, you prove that no rumor can tarnish a strong character rooted in wisdom and authenticity. This approach not only protects your peace, but also reinforces your resilience, proving that your values are unshakable in the face of adversity. 8. When confronted with injustice. Silence in the face of injustice doesn't mean ignoring it. Instead, it's about choosing a thoughtful, calculated response. Marcus Aurelius believed in addressing wrongs with reason and composure, ensuring that your actions are effective and aligned with your values. Consider the story of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. during the Civil Rights Movement. Faced with systemic injustice, he did not react impulsively or with rage. Instead, he paused, reflected, and strategized, using non-violent protests to effect monumental change. His silence in the moments of provocation wasn't weakness, it was preparation, a deliberate choice to respond in a way that upheld his principles while challenging the status quo. Injustice often provokes immediate emotional reactions, but Stoic silence gives you the space to assess the situation fully. What's the best course of action? How can you address this wrong without compromising your integrity? Imagine encountering unfair treatment at work. An impulsive reaction, like shouting or retaliating, might worsen the situation or damage relationships. Instead, pausing to gather your thoughts allows you to approach the issue calmly, perhaps by documenting the injustice, seeking advice, or addressing it through appropriate channels. Silence in these moments isn't avoidance, it's preparation. By pausing, you ensure that your response is impactful, reasoned, and aligned with your principles rather than driven by impulse. It's not about being passive, it's about being purposeful. 9. How to handle insults with Stoic wisdom. Insults are tests of your composure and character. Marcus Aurelius suggests viewing insults as a reflection of the insulter's character, not your own. By remaining silent, you demonstrate that their words hold no power over you. Take, for instance, the story of Socrates, who was often ridiculed by his contemporaries. Once, a man mocked him in public, expecting an angry reaction. Instead, Socrates simply smiled and walked away. His silence spoke volumes, showing that the insult had failed to penetrate his peace of mind. Remember, it's not the insult itself, but your interpretation of it that causes harm. Imagine a scenario where a colleague makes a cutting remark about your abilities. Reacting defensively might escalate the situation and validate their provocation. However, choosing silence sends a powerful message. Their negativity doesn't define or disturb you. Over time, this approach often disarms insulters as they realize their efforts to upset you are futile. Silence in the face of insults is the ultimate display of inner strength. It shows that you're confident enough to rise above negativity. Moreover, silence preserves your peace of mind, allowing you to stay focused on your own path and undistracted by external negativity. Think of it as choosing to protect your energy rather than wasting it on battles that don't serve your growth. Marcus Aurelius's teachings remind us that silence is not merely the absence of words, but a profound act of self-control, wisdom, and strength. In the right moments, silence becomes a tool for navigating life with dignity and grace. Whether it's confronting injustice or handling insults, the power of silence lies in its ability to transform situations and elevate your character. Which of these 9 moments resonated most with you? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Stoic insights. Thank you for watching, and remember, mastering silence is the first step to mastering yourself.